Okay, it is actually working. I am so excited that we are getting this working. Okay, welcome. I'm just going to give it a second. It says it is letting people know that we are live. So if you're seeing this, you are in my private Facebook group. This has evolved and changed in this group as we have evolved and changed, and I am so grateful that you are here with us. So if you're catching this live, let me know. Send me a little comment, a thumbs up, whatever, you know. If you're catching the replay, hashtag replay is also great. I am very sweaty today. I apologize. It is hot here. But I wanted to jump in and I wanted to talk with you guys about the Menopause Made Easy community. I wanted to really dig into why in this community you will finally feel seen, supported, and like you are in a safe space. And this community is really my heart and my passion, and I'm really excited to be bringing this to you guys. So that's what this is all about today. If you've been feeling like maybe you're feeling like your body has completely betrayed you. Maybe you feel overwhelmed by things that are changing or things that are happening around you. I just want you to know, first of all, that you are not alone if you are in that space right now. Maybe you've noticed that the hot flashes that come out of nowhere seem to just completely derail you. The bloating that makes you dread that you have to put on jeans, right? I don't think I've worn pants that aren't stretchy for the last decade and a half, but that's a whole another story. And, the random anxiety that shows up for no reason. This is something that so many of you have come to me and said, is this normal? My anxiety is spiking for no good reason. Or the brain fog, the brain fog that hits you when you're like mid sentence and you're sitting there struggling because you know the words, but for whatever reason, those words just don't want to show up for you. Does any of this sound familiar? Yeah. So, if this sounds like you, if you are also that person that is awake in the middle of the night, or you wake up in the morning and you are just feeling that sense of like, who am I right now? What is going on? Maybe you used to have a lot of energy. Maybe you used to feel like you were in control, but now in the last little while, you're feeling like everything from your mood to your body to your sleep, everything feels so unpredictable. It doesn't feel like yourself anymore. You've probably heard, all the typical advice like I did. I've shared with you guys, the just eat less, just sleep more. Why don't you just try some different yoga? Or the worst one, and I hate hearing this, is it's just a natural part of aging. I don't want to feel that way, right? So let me tell you, if this is resonating with you and you're sitting here going, uh huh, yep, me too, you are not losing your mind, first of all. You are not crazy. You are not lazy. And you know what? You may just be in menopause. And listen, it's not a disease, it's a natural transition that the world has completely forgotten to prepare us for. And if you've ever whispered to yourself, what is happening to me? This conversation that we're about to have here today, this is for you, okay? So I'd love to know, as you're catching this, as you're jumping in, does this sound familiar? Does this sound like you? Have you been in that space where it's, oh my gosh, what is happening to me? Yes, me, 100%. I've felt that way so many times, right? So that is why I have built the Menopause Made Easier community, because I was there too. There was a time when I woke up every single day feeling puffy, exhausted, irritable, like honestly just completely defeated. I remember this one time I was standing in the mirror wondering when my body had turned into somebody else's. I felt like I was doing everything right, you know. I'm the coach. I know all the things. I was eating clean, I was exercising, meditating. But instead of feeling better, I was standing in the mirror looking at myself and thinking, gosh, I am just falling apart. I had gained so much weight. My face felt so inflamed and puffy. Like I could feel like my skin had stretched over my entire body. My anxiety was through the roof. I was having panic attacks and I couldn't seem to focus long enough on anything. And I had all these unfinished tasks all over the place, even more so than, you know, just my normal ADHD unfinished tasks all over the place. And I think, like many of you, I thought maybe, you know, maybe I am just getting old. Maybe this is just what midlife is supposed to look like. But at the same time, I was convinced that it wasn't. And I knew it wasn't. I knew it was my hormones. And I knew that my body was screaming for me to slow down and listen. I knew there was a lot of work I had to do to really get to a better place within my body. And when I finally started, you know, to acknowledge that, I started studying how hormones work, how the nervous system works. I looked into how emotional stress can contribute to all these things and how they all work together. And then all of a sudden, everything started to make sense for me. I got this notion that, hey, you know what? I'm not broken. I am just burned out. I am disconnected from what my body needs right now. And when I stopped fighting myself, when I stopped trying to push through the chaos and going head first into it, that was when I actually was able to start to heal and be more present in this process. So, all that to say, here's what I want you to know. I want you to hear today. If this is the only thing that you take from this conversation, please hear me. You don't need another restrictive diet. You don't need to add more cardio. You don't need some astronomically priced detox tea or, you know, that doctor who's going to tell you again, it's just in your head. You don't need any of those things again. You need understanding. You need tools that are going to work with you and your hormones, not against them. And you need a space where you can finally exhale, where you can feel seen, supported, and safe to be exactly where you are in this moment and who you are in this moment. That is what this community is. This community is for the woman who feels like she's completely lost herself somewhere between the hot flashes, the exhaustion, the chaos. The woman who wants to understand what's happening to her body without spending hours lost in those Google rabbit holes, right? We've all done it. Don't pretend like you haven't. This is for the woman who feels like she is ready to feel strong again, to be clear, to be confident, and not with, you know, guilt or restriction, just being who she is. This is for the woman who wants real life relief. Food that supports hormones, nervous system resets, that calm anxiety, movement that actually feels good in your body, right? And a circle of women who just get it. If you're tired of pretending that everything's fine, when we can all see that it's not, if you're done doing this alone, then this is your space, ladies. This is the place where you need to be. Because imagine waking up and actually knowing how to support your body that day. No more, you know, guessing what should I eat, how should I move, or why do I suddenly feel like I'm crying again for no good reason because the dog food commercial came on. Imagine having a place where you can go when you're overwhelmed. And instead of, the judgment, you finally get understanding. A place where other women are nodding their heads and saying, "Yeah, me too. I'm here with you." That is exactly what Menopause Made Easy is. Guys, it's not a program, it's not a course, it's not a diet, it's not another to do list to add to your already chaotic, overwhelmed life. It is a living, breathing community of women who are coming together, learning how to navigate this season with more ease, more grace, and so much more compassion for themselves and for others in this space. So, I want to say this. If anything I have said today actually hit home, if you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling frustrated or dismissed, then this is your invitation. I am inviting you personally to come and join us in the Menopause Made Easy community. It opens next week. And honestly, I want you there. I want you to feel supported. Inside, we start right away with our Bye Bye Bloat Challenge. And I love this challenge because it is simple, supportive. It's a way to reset you and help you feel lighter, calmer, clearer in just 7 days. You are going to see amazing results following the Bye Bye Bloat Challenge. And right off the hop, you get your live yoga classes. So you get to join me twice that week for live yoga. You're going to get your hormone balancing meal plans. You get your guided nervous system practices. And most importantly, you are going to have a circle of women who understand exactly what you're going through, because we've all just nodded along to this and said, yes, me too. Okay, so I want you to comment waitlist below if this is for you. If you are feeling that you need this space, this community, and I'm going to send you the details right away for you to join us, because honestly, like, ladies, we deserve to feel relief and support and something that actually works. And I really believe that we deserve to be supported by each other and in a community where we are actually feeling seen and connected. Okay? So, if this is you, right? This is sounding like your amazing thing. I want you to remember that this is a space where you can come, and we do twice a month. We do live coaching calls on all kinds of things. If you haven't yet, please make sure to catch my first video where I actually run you through the whole membership space, so the community space, so you can see what it is that you're getting. And remember, it's only $47 a month. That is cheaper than a yoga class right now. Okay, so I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video, for watching along with me. And you know, just remember, you're not crazy. Okay, you're not even, it's not that you're broken, you don't need fixing. You are just in this phase and you could use some support. And you are absolutely not alone in needing that support. Together, we can come together and rewrite your menopause story, my menopause story, all of our menopause stories. One calm, confident, connected woman at a time. I really cannot wait to get this community going. We open October 14th. And it is going to be the most amazing place for you to come and feel connected. So again, if this is for you, comment waitlist below. I will get you the link to join the waitlist. If you're on the waitlist, you get the founding members price, which is the $47 a month. You get access to the Bye Bye Bloat Challenge right away. It's free. And you also get those 2 bonus live classes with me. We're doing yoga and meditation. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to tag a fellow friend who also needs to be a part of this community.